come when not on the Osmo? Yeah. Should, yeah. Really be. Good morning. Good morning. Should be filming on the Osmo. Yeah. Every time. Okay. Tea time, guys. Sorry, that one or? Yeah. That's not where to put it. There we go. Okay, good morning to everybody who's watching our live stream. We're just getting ready for the tea talk, and sure enough, we got our tea. And this morning I'm going to talk about the full moon Qi Kung practice. And we haven't got the title sorted, have we?
No thumbs up. It wasn't thumbs up. It wasn't ready. But just that.
Yeah. Has Emily not got? I thought Emily had gone through this with you. That
No.
Emily had gone through this with you. You got to set up the title and the thumbnail when you when you log on.
Today I will have a lesson.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Careful. You all right? Yeah. Yeah. Maybe shift over that way a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's going on down there? Okay, tea time! Yeah, that's right. Help yourselves to tea.
Что у нас это агама или просто Assam? Агама? Агама. Дикие кусты Assam. Сколько лет? Не очень
Okay.
30-60.
So yeah. Now this one there. Does anybody not have tea? We got not have tea. Two more teas. We're short of cups, are we?
No, I don't have cups. Can you give some cups? People are watching.
Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. So I believe that today is the last training day for Thomas and Assam. Is that right? So, sincere thanks for joining us. It's been interesting to have you here, and yeah, hope you've got value from being here. Nobody else is leaving tomorrow, are they? Oh God, I got it right then, didn't I? That's always reassuring. Right, okay, in that case, let's hear about this morning's tea.
Hi everybody, good morning. So today we drink black Assam tea from wild bushes. It's from Mesalong region to the northeast from here in the mountains. So this is a black tea, but the bushes are wild, so the leaves of this tea are very big, unusually big for this type of tea, and it's the Assam variety of tea. So it's like the first, like a godfather of tea. So it's like the number one plant, which was growing here like from thousands and thousands years ago. Yeah, so usually this tea is more soft than the regular tea from the regular bushes, because the leaves are very big and very thick, and they don't really lose these substances very fast. Yeah, so you can try to notice difference of this tea with the other teas we have, for example, yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So there's this morning's special tea. So tomorrow is the last day of the Chinese New Year holiday. Chinese New Year always lasts for 15 days, and it begins on the new moon and ends on the full moon. So through the Chinese New Year period, the moon is kind of getting bigger. And in Chinese communities, the kind of the celebrations and festivities and rituals will be going on through the 15 days. So often Western people think only about one day a year, but it's not, it's 15. So tomorrow is the day of the full moon. I'm going to talk a little bit about our full moon Qigong practice. Qi follows natural cycles. And the cycle of the year is a good example. At midsummer, then the weather is hottest. The Qi is at its most yang, because yang is hot, fiery. At midwinter, Qi is at its most yin. Yin is kind of cool, calm. So you have the cycle of the year, and it's very easy to understand. Over the month, you have the cycle of the moon, from full moon to new moon, which is no moon. That's a very powerful cycle. It's maybe the most powerful one. Moonlight is yin light, sunlight is yang light. The light of the sun is fiery, fierce, aggressive. If you get too much sun, it'll make you sick. You get sunstroke. The sunlight is very yang. The sun is very yang. Moonlight is the opposite. You never get moonburnt. You can stand under the moonlight as long as you like and you won't get burnt at all. Moonlight is cool, calm light. That's very yin light. So the moon has a powerful yin influence. And that influence is at its maximum when the moon is full. You get the most moonlight on the night of the full moon. And it's at its minimum on the new moon when there is no moonlight. It's very easy to understand. So the cycle of the month is that Qi is at its most yin at full moon and its most yang at new moon. There's a cycle of the week, and over the week Qi is at its most yang on a Saturday and its most yin on a Wednesday night. Despite all my attempts, I haven't really found out a reason, but that's how it goes, that's how it cycles. And over the day, the Qi is at its most yang at midday when the sun is at its highest and at its most powerful. And Qi is at its most yin at midnight when the moon is at its highest. So at midnight on the full moon, you have a very strong yin influence, a lot of yin
On
Qi.
Wednesday, you said. So it's
No, I said at midnight on the night of the full moon, you've got two cycles coinciding. The cycle of the month and the cycle of the day. These are both powerful cycles. You can also take into account the day of the week and the time of the year. But basically that gives you a maximum yin point over the month. And it's a good practice to go out at midnight on the full moon and fill up with this yin qi, fill yourself up with yin qi. That's a little bit different to the balanced qi that we take in at dawn. But it does keep you in tune with the natural cycle. In other words, it keeps you in tune with nature. The character of yin qi is that you can absorb unlimited amount without any ill effect. Yin, when yin encounters yin, they merge. You just get more yin. You can stand under the moonlight as long as you want and you don't get sick. But if you go out here at midday and stand under the sun, it won't be long before you burn and you get sunstroke. So yang, you got to be careful of. When yang meets yang, they clash. It's like putting two north poles of a magnet together. Yang plus yang creates a clash. Yin plus yin, they just merge. They harmonize. So we don't overdo the yang qi. We can absorb a lot of yin qi. Yeah, it's considered a good practice, particularly for people who are, maybe more towards the yang, more aggressive, more kind of fiery. Good practice to calm you down. Okay, sounds good. How do we do it? In practical terms, it can be done either on the day of the full moon, the day before, or the day after. And we go out to practice maybe about 11:15. You can come down here, stand directly under the moonlight, on the open area, and do your qigong under the moonlight. Then maybe do as much of the Xuanyang routine as you know. You only really need to do it once. And then a little bit of meditation. If you're going to do a seated meditation, take one of the cushions from the kitchen to sit on, because it's not so good to sit on cold concrete, and it's still a little bit chilly at night. Take a cushion to sit on, sit and meditate and just breathe in the yin qi. Breathe in, fill yourself up. Yeah. Breathe it in, visualize it's kind of coming in, filling you up. And you're absorbing the yin influence. And then when you finish, put the cushion back, go and get some sleep. The problem with this practice is that it does interfere with your sleep. Yes, because you've got to be up at midnight. Now, you could do it tonight. That's why I'm telling you this morning. The advantage with doing it tonight is that you don't have to get up early tomorrow morning, so you can still get reasonable sleep. You could do it tomorrow. Tomorrow's the actual day of the full moon, and because it's the Wednesday night, that makes it even more yin, so the yin is a little more powerful because the full moon is falling on a Wednesday night. Or you could do it on Thursday. I would suggest probably the best nights are tonight or tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday. This is absolutely not compulsory. You really don't have to do it. But if you're not here until the next full moon, it's a good experience that is probably worth having. This is not a supervised practice. It's not a lesson. it's very individual. You come down very quietly, it's going to be quite quiet and calm. Come down quietly. Do it quietly without disturbing anybody else. And then quietly go back. Should be a calm practice. Nobody is going to correct you on what you're doing. You should be concentrating on yourself. Just a second. Okay. There we go. That's it. Have you got any questions? Okay. Well, in that case, we'll be able to get a lot of training done this morning. Thomas.
Well, if we are at the end of the tea break, I would like to spend just 1 minute myself thanking you, first of all the trainers.
Thank you.
Thanking this place that is wonderful, and obviously thanking all this group. You might know or not know, but all of you have taught me something, and I feel very grateful to have met all of you.
Yeah.
This experience for me went way beyond my expectations, if I had any.
Yeah.
And I had some teachings here that I will keep them for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. That's very kind words. I appreciate those very much. Yeah, thank you. Just before we start training again, for the morning sessions, do your best to come down early, and by 7 o'clock we want to be moving on to the Xuanyang practice. So if you do come down late, maybe do a few less repetitions of each exercise so you can have your Qigong finished by 7, and then we all move on to the Xuanyang. And I think we're getting the idea now. The people who finished the Xuanyang routine go into this area, and we'll have one instructor working with you and the rest out here, progressing through the routine. And you come somewhere like this, and there's always going to be people that hack you off, because you get a great variety of different people. You're all kind of thrown together, and inevitably you won't really hit it off with everybody. But we try to be a tolerant community, and we try to make everybody feel welcome and valued. People progress in an environment where they feel safe and valued and respected. And if the opposite applies, then it holds people back. And there's plenty of psychological studies that back this up, show that people do better when they feel good about themselves. This is how education works. So we want to try to create a community in which we make everybody feel good about themselves. And and then everybody progresses better. And if there are things about people that you don't particularly like, try to go past it and still be nice to them and still be supportive. And if everybody takes that approach, then we all ascend together, we all go up together. Yeah. And you have to kind of accept that you get these little feelings, they arise within you. But yeah, sometimes you have to recognize them for what they are. Well, that another person's not quite the same as me, and it's kind of nagging at me, it's irritating me, but there's no reason to take it to heart. Yeah. I got to rise above it and be a better person, a good person that can be accepting and can be tolerant. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to hand you to Thomas now. He's going to teach the kind of Kung Fu basics. And this is particularly relevant for anybody who wants to do the grading, the test, the exam for the Kung Fu after completing 4 weeks. And I'll be taking instructors for their instructor training. Okay? All right. Thanks guys.
I will be, most likely I'll be down around 11:30.
What's the end?
I typically do the full moon practice. I highly recommend it. I don't know if you talked about it as well, but I highly recommend it if you're ready to chi. Yeah.
Tomorrow night?
We have
I would say
3%,
tonight
so
because
we
it's
should
always
to
easier to
finish
sleep in on a
this.
day off.
better problem.
Night
Okay.
dinner?
Usually what I,
Yeah.
Well, and it needs to be charged for midday, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So where's, we need Priska. Yeah.
Yeah.
Priska?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
however.
Could you
Yeah.
come over here for a moment? Yeah.
You do the same combination. The feeling is drastically
Okay.
drastically different sensations. So if you're really
Okay. Maybe we can finish now then, yeah. Maybe we can finish now. Okay. So we're gonna end this live stream and then start another one because we need to change cameras. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you got some value out of this. And I think it should